Welcome to The Know. I'm Ashley Jenkins, and President Barack Obama is running a little hot and cold with internet types this week. On the one hand, he's proposed legislation to fight DDoS attacks like the ones that took down major gaming networks on Christmas. But on the other hand, that legislation also proposes to shield companies that share your personal information with the government from lawsuits or other legal action. Let's start with the bad. New legislation proposed by the president this week would put cybercrime on a level with racketeering, which is great on its own, but also gets kind of into CISPA territory, which has also just been reintroduced, by mandating that companies share indicators of cyber attacks with the government. According to the White House, the legislation would enable cybersecurity information sharing in the private sector and between the private sector and government. In other words, it would open a connection between businesses and government to share personal information without consequence, and could mandate that kind of sharing since companies like Apple, Google, and Microsoft have been bullish in implementing anti-snooping measures to keep the government out. Other measures outlined say they'll modernize law enforcement authorities and provide tools to investigate, disrupt, and prosecute cybercrime, that they'll require businesses to report security breaches to employees and customers within 30 days. Sony hack, and that they'll provide $25 million in grants over 5 years to support a consortium on cybersecurity education. Speaking about the seriousness of the Sony hack and the need to defend against future instances, Obama said, "This is a direct threat to the economic security of American families, and we've got to stop it. If we are going to be connected, then we need to be protected." Perhaps to underscore his concern about cybersecurity, a group supporting ISIS took over the Twitter and YouTube accounts for the U.S. Military Central Command during his speech. Probably not going to help us keep those privacy laws, guys. Thanks. There is some good, though, for gamers at least, since the legislation also takes aim at botnets used for DDoS attacks, like the ones that have recently taken down Xbox Live, PSN, Steam, Battle.net, and others. Not only would the legislation allow for prosecution of those who sell botnets, but it would also give them the authority to shut down botnets engaged in these attacks. For those who aren't familiar with botnets, they're how DDoS attacks are pulled off. Typically, they use computers that have been infected with malware and then press them into action when they launch an attack. So, on the one hand, thanks White House for going to bat against DDoS attacks, but on the other hand, not sure how I feel about this folding in anti-privacy stuff. Can we just get the DDoS part? Thanks. What do you think of the proposed legislation? Hero of the people or wolf in sheep's clothing? Let us know in the comments. You get the best in video games, entertainment, and technology right here. So make sure you like this video and subscribe to this channel, and we'll keep you in the know.